Hello everyone and welcome back to the review of the 1 to 144 scale GM Sniper from the Away the Mess Teams mini series, and it's kitted from 1999 from Bandai, of course. And in this part of the video I will go over the fully assembled MS and its accessories, so stay tuned for that. Well, as you see, it's mostly two colors really. The plastic is molded only in two colors. You have this militaristic green, well I should say three colors because of the clear pink, but we have this militaristic green and the gray for the joints mostly, and that's about it. Everything else you see, talking about color differentiation, is a sticker. We have white and black stickers, triangles for the legs, one for his chest, two black ones for the vents, and of course the green sticker for the visor. Yeah, again it's unfortunate but that it didn't come in clear, but yay, 1999, what did you expect? I'm happy with what I have, and plus I'm not saying it's better to have the sticker, of course, don't miss me, but this sticker looks pretty shiny. I mean, it is more shiny than a clear visor would be. So I'm quite happy about this. Then let's go with the articulation. And yeah, there is where the problems start. We have the head that rotates around, goes up and down, and rotates around, sits on a ball joint so it wiggles a little bit. The shoulders are stationary, of course, they rotate there, and the arm can move up about this far. And oh, I should also note that these are not the polycap that you were meant to put into. The original polycap were more like short polycap, so the arm would be a little bit closer to the chest. I personally prefer to have a little bit of width between them. So yeah, I changed the polycap and I used some spare ones since I have a lot. And yeah, it shouldn't look like this. It should be a little more stretched. Let's continue. The arm rotates at the elbow and bends at the elbow at one joint, and unfortunately, yeah, this is disappointingly not even 90 degrees bend. But okay, yeah, this is really the major problem with this kit. It even when it's only the accessory, it looks a little bit awkward with not even 90 degrees of bend. And I can't figure why. I mean, it's not that they couldn't do it, because they did it with the Easy 8. It's a perfect 90 degrees bend. I don't know. I really wouldn't know why they didn't implement the 90 degrees bend in this model as well. Then we have the hands that are on pegs, not ball joints, so they rotate around and goes up and down ever so slightly, even though I'm not sure if it's supposed to. The waist only rotates about this far, but if you unplug it a little bit, you can get it to rotate a little bit more. Even a full 360, but it's gonna look quite awkward. But yeah, when you separate it, it also has some side-to-side movement, but again, awkward. It's supposed to be like this, I think. The front skirts, unfortunately, the front skirt don't move at all. I mean, they do wiggle a little bit, but it's absolutely not helpful. And again, it's not that they couldn't do that, because with the Easy 8, the front skirt had a pretty far range of motion. With this one, not. So then we have the side skirt that move up about ever so slightly, and the back skirt that is stationary. You can get the leg to move up about this far, which isn't bad considering the front skirts. Then side to the side about this far. It's a little bit floppy as you see, but yeah, it was a common problem for kids back in the 90s. And the knees are double jointed and they are quite good, more than 90 I'd say, but unfortunately they do bend also a little bit forward. You see the top joint, how it bends. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that, but hey, it's not a big deal really. You just have to fiddle around with it a little bit and reposition it back in place. The the foot armor is molded in the legs so it doesn't move, and unfortunately this hinders the fit a little bit. I mean, it can move forward only about this far, so this means you can't do some fancy action poses like I was hoping, but I did expect some articulation lacking since this kit is pretty old. Of course, then it can move backward more, which is good, and side to side a little bit, and rotate only about this far because of all the armor that goes around the feet. And that's pretty much about it for the articulation. We did have two thrusters, but apparently one fell out. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Yeah, we have two thrusters that don't move. They are stationary there. And that's pretty much about it for the articulation guy. Let's go with the accessories then. Well, let's show first the beam sabers. You get two clear pink beams and they fit into the holding hands, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, it does look cool. Then you do get a lot of extra hands. You get 3 other trigger finger hands, and I have 2 attached to some weapon and the third one hanging around. And then you get 1 open hand to help the beam rifle to stand up, and that's about it for extra hands. As you see, hand covers are not enough. You miss 2 hands covers, and yeah, since these are the 2 hands that I will use the less, I think I left these without the cover. Let's go with the many accessories. Oh, an unfortunate thing, you get, as I said, you get a lot of trigger finger hands, but all of them are for the right hand, which is a little bit disappointed, but I'm getting used to this with Bandai. Yeah, as I was saying, let's go with the accessory. You just have to take off the hand and put the trigger finger one in there. And that's about it. This is the machine gun. As you see, a lot of nice detail. It has a green ammo clip, which is really surprisingly good for this kit. I mean, I remember buying the GM Striker, which is a lot newer, and it didn't have the separate colors between the machine gun and the ammo clip. You can argue that for the GM Sniper, for the GM Striker, the machine gun, the 100mm machine gun wasn't his main weapon, but hey, it isn't even the main weapon of the GM Sniper, so yeah, it's really good. And also this thing moves. It's a little bit floppy into the hand until you get it quite right, and then it's gonna stay pretty fine. The other handle unfortunately is stationary, but yeah, I do appreciate the color separation. So yeah, that's about it for this weapon. Then you have one of the three you get 3 trigger fingers that are completely straight, and one that is a little bit bent, and it's used for the long rifle, the beam rifle, the sniper rifle. So yeah, but I do find that it works perfectly fine for the bazooka as well. In the manual they show you to put a normal one for the bazooka, but really it doesn't work. With this one, the bazooka works perfectly fine. It's a little bit loose into the hand, but once you get it right over the shoulder in the right pose, it's gonna stay pretty fine. So yeah, that's about it for the bazooka. Oh, also removable ammo clip. And this is about it for the bazooka, no moving parts whatsoever, and that's kinda unfortunate, but hey, again, 1999. And then you get a missile launcher with a movable handle. This is pretty awesome. You just put it over his shoulder and it's gonna look pretty damn badass. No other moving parts for this weapon, but again, you have a moving handle. What do you want more? It's pretty awesome. And then last but not least, of course, you get the long rifle. You just take the bent trigger finger hand and you plug the long rifle inside and put it into his hand. And of course, since this was the main accessory, they went a little bit extra effort and give you this little bubble sticker, which is pretty awesome. It does look awesome from every direction you look at it. Yeah, it's a pretty... Oh, and yeah, as you see, the joint of the elbow, it's kinda weak. You have to fight with it a little bit to have everything looking cool. But yeah, it's a pretty cool sniper rifle. And really that's about it for the accessories of this kit. But one last thing you get is a little absolute tree for perhaps a little diorama you could do, but I won't be doing. So yeah, it's really nicely detailed, as you see, and of course it will require a lot of painting, but it's extra, so why would you complain? It's an absolute free. Cool, pretty cool. And everything for 1000 yen, which was 800 yen actually, because I bought it on sale on Hobby in Japan. And so yeah, every accessory you saw, including the absolute tree, for 800 yen. This is an awesome price. I don't even mind the articulation. Oh, I was almost forgetting about this. They also give you the shield, which has a little sticker with the EFSF logo, and it just plugs onto the left arm. Unfortunately, it can't plug on the other arm because it doesn't have the hole. Yeah, it plugs into the left arm and it can rotate. And also there is a little movement side to side. And also, as you could do for the Easy 8, although it's not advertised around the box, you can, let me show you, you can rotate this part up, rotate this like so, and make look the shield like it's deployed. Yeah, with this poor elbow bending of the elbow, it doesn't look that great, but you can kind of have it look like it's hitting something with the claw of the shield. So that's kind of neat. It's not advertised around the box, at least from what I can remember, but the Easy 8 could do this, and this one can as well. So that's nice. And that's really about it for this kit. No, actually, I just forgot something. This little handle rotates to the side, allowing the other arm to grab it. But since the shoulder don't move and the elbow bends only less than 90 degrees, it's gonna look, I think it's gonna look quite awkward if he manages to hold it. Yeah, he could hold it, but his hand popped out. Okay, so you can try it. You can try as many times as you want until you get it to hold it. I won't. Well, okay, the hand now is stuck in there. Okay, but now I really am finished with this kit. Let's go with size comparison before I quit. And I have here, you saw I showed this several times during the review, the Easy 8 from the same series. And I gotta say, I like the GM Sniper more for some aspect, but from other aspects, like the articulation, the Easy 8 is surely better than this guy. So I recommend them both, of course, but since the review is about the GM Sniper, I totally recommend this guy. For the little price, you get a lot of weapons, a lot. They are just a lot of weapons, and for 800 yen, you can buy this. You can pass over his poor articulation. Buy this, you won't regret it. Of course, if you like the design. If you're more like someone who likes lead Gundams, you probably won't be liking this. But for someone who loves Grunt Unit, this is totally a kit to get. So that will really be alright for this review, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you at the next video. Stay tuned.